I was almost a champion of the world in something that was worth being a champion in. When you're that close, you don't give up easy. After the Olympics, I went to a great teacher, and he said, if you train for 3 hours a day and become champion, you should immediately begin to train 6 hours a day. My mother wanted me to be a piano player. My father wanted me to be a professional man. Everybody wanted the best for me, and so did I. I still do. When I came to Japan, I was 19. It was for 6 months. Now I'm 24 and I'm still here. When I landed, I had $85 and some pretty funny ideas about this country. But I found work as an extra in movies or teaching English. My sisters helped, and the folks would drop the odd $5 in a letter. Even my rooms improved. The first one had no light at all, and the next was like living in a wind tunnel. Now I've got a real palace. I can even stand up in it. The judo was the tough part. Suddenly I was in the big leagues, fighting the best police and university judokas. I was injured all the first year, but by the end of it, I was doing some of the throwing. Sometimes I get homesick. I miss fresh air and the family and that. But when I'm home for a championship, I find I miss raw fish and kimonos and quite a few things here. It makes me wonder how a Japanese boy would feel playing hockey in Canada. When I finally made up my mind to leave home, it was hard to explain, even to myself, that I wasn't running away from anything, but that I was running towards something. With all the publicity and being a little on the large side, you tend to stick out. You can get self-conscious, like when they come up behind you and compare foot sizes. And they talk about you, but that doesn't bother me. I like the Japanese. I guess I should. In a way, I grew up with them. In the East, it said, when the pupil is ready, the teacher will come. Kimura is the greatest fighter Japan ever produced. I think he was national champion about a dozen times. In 10 years, he was never off his feet. They say no one before Kimura, no one after. I'm the only Westerner he's ever taught. He says I can be champion. In fact, he says I must be champion. I don't think Kimura recognizes physical limitations. He just trains us beyond any that happen to come up. For me, he says he stays up nights, thinking of ways to make me stronger, better. With him, I can win now, but I've got a lot more to lose. Each member of our university team does 600 push-ups a day. Once in a while, we do 1,000. This is unreasonable. We know that. But it pushes us beyond a physical limit. To another place. Way outside or way inside. I don't know where exactly, but I've been there. If I don't train hard, I feel guilty. Because even if I do win, I know there's someone, someplace, in Japan or Europe, who can beat me because he's training harder.